Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA, KIRK.
Hi, guys.
We are looking at It Chapter 2, the final trailer. The final one, last one. Here we go.
Oh, I thought there were like 2 finals in there.
No.
Okay.
I was being stupid. Okay, here we go.
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. But me, I never left. I remember all of it.
Oh, good. Oh no, don't! Just don't do it.
To the losers?
We made an oath.
I swear. If it isn't dead, if it ever comes back, we'll come back to it.
We didn't stop it.
Pennywise.
The clown.
Oh god.
We can't let it happen again.
Hello?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god.
Hello.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh
For 27 years, I dreamt of you. I craved you. I missed you.
We need to finish it. For good.
I've seen all of us die. It consumes us from the inside until we don't have a choice anymore.
You lied. And I died. You lied. And I
no. What the hell was that?
Wow, that's crazy. It's interesting to me how much I liked It Chapter 1, and just as its own whole story, like on its own.
Yeah.
I didn't really even think at the end of it that I necessarily needed a follow-up movie to that, because I thought it was just cool on its own
Right.
with these kids. And, you know, when I initially heard about this, I was like, cool, yeah, that sounds interesting. But the way they're taking it, they're really taking it to the next level in every possible way here. And it really makes it feel like the first one was just a setup for this one.
Well, it totally is, because the original has them as children,
Yeah.
and then they have to come back and like properly take care of Pennywise the clown.
Right.
So yeah, but they've done such a good job because they've really upped the ante, and it's just more everything. Like, it seems scarier and just so compelling as well. I think that's the really cool thing about Stephen King horror stories, is that at the heart of it, it's always about, you know, human relationships, and it's something that we can all, you know, hook into, but at the same time, it's terrifying.
Right.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed, I mean, enjoy is a weird word to use, but I really enjoyed the scene with James McAvoy in the mirror house.
Oh my God.
Because it shows you that as grown-ups, these guys have a new level of concern. It's like, they not only did they grow up with this thing and it was part of the foundation of their childhood, right? But in addition to that, now they have different concerns and fears as grown-ups that they're bringing to the table here.
Well, yeah, because
know?
it's something that they went through themselves, and now they're seeing children potentially having to go through it again, and your protective instinct comes in, because who knows how many of them are parents now, if any. And I mean, I just feel like if I was in that same situation as a grown-up, seeing a kid potentially be in grave danger like that, and like, his tongue, disgusting. Just, yeah, I would, all that protective instinct would kick in, and I'd be like, get out, kid, I need to save you so you don't become like me.
You know, mirror houses are already inherently a little bit anxiety-inducing, just as they are. Because you guys, if you've never done one, I mean, you should do it at least once in your life. It trips you out. I remember walking into clear walls multiple times, and it's like, sometimes you don't have that much space to move around. And if you are remotely claustrophobic whatsoever, it will give you a lot of anxiety.
Right.
To compound that, like my own experiences watching that with the notion that there's this kid who's trapped and you're trying to get to him and things just keep getting in your way.
Yeah.
Like, that makes me anxious. And then you've got the clown there who's creating
I mean, if you weren't already scared of clowns, I feel like watching this movie, you would get more scared. Because when I was little, before it, I liked clowns. And then accidentally watching it, I don't know how that happened. I don't know what magic made it appear on the TV, and me and my friend just started watching it, and then we were like, we can't stop now, but it's really scary. After that, I was like, ugh, clowns.
Right.
They're just weird. I don't like them.
The level of visual presentation and the nightmarish, scenes here, like the water down the sewer and then swimming towards him, and the clown like reaching out.
Yeah.
All of it is creating. It's super unsettling, you know. And what I like about it, and what I like, it's not just graphic. It's not just going out of its way to be like gory or something. It's really trying to be as psychologically unsettling as possible.
Yeah, because I remember when we watched the first one, I was like, okay, this is just an okay level of scare for me. Because you guys know that I scare really easily, and watching a horror film actually can give me a lot of anxiety. And the only way I can get through it is to do pretty much what I did in this trailer, which is like yell at the characters and be like, get out of there, it's behind you. You know what I mean? But this had like a nice level of scariness that I could still handle it, but I still felt scared, and it's exhilarating and fun to watch. And I feel like they've got it here, but maybe just a little bit more scary.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more in the theater, though. I think that this is giving strong hints as to what's to come, and they're going to take it up even further. I mean, they were flashing through a lot of different things, and that's one of the cool things about horror is just where you can go visually and mentally, like how you can just mess with the characters and have a wide variety of set pieces, and it's not contrived because it's just part of the fantasy element of the horror.
Yeah, and Pennywise can really get into their heads and really access those deepest fears that they have. And I'm pretty sure they're all going to be fears that many of us, have. Right. So it's going to just scare us too.
Naked old ladies chasing us around an apartment. That's
terrifying. I don't know about you. I'm not cool with that.
They barely even showed it here. I mean, I guess they were like, look, you got enough of it in this little.
No one needs to see a naked old lady chasing Beverly. I'm okay.
Yeah. But it's just interesting because it's such a, like they just showed you a snippet of it here, and that illustrates to you that that's just one of many scares that are going to be through this movie.
Yeah, and even old lady's face though when she walks into the apartment. That was really scary. She's all like, like, no, thank you.
One of the sentiments I got watching this, because I remember when the first one came out, people were kind of like, it sort of reminds them of Stranger Things. Yeah. In a way. And so this for me, I hate to say it, like, it almost reminded me of like Stranger Things, but like, it's like a grown-up version of Stranger Things.
No, do you know what it really reminds me of? Is another Stephen King movie, Stand By Me. And I feel like it draws a lot from those 80s movies which were about kids kind of, being friends.
Stand By Me with River Phoenix?
Yeah.
That was Stephen King?
Yeah, that's Stephen
King.
I
didn't know that. Okay, cool.
I think so. I mean, now I'm like freaking out because I'm like,
no,
am I wrong?
I'm making you second guess yourself, which is just my stupid.
But I think it is Stephen King.
Okay, well, keep going. What it reminds you of Stand By Me?
Yeah, because it just has that vibe of, kids together.
Right.
And a tragedy and stuff.
Right.
So.
Well, Stand By Me in particular was about, a close friendship.
Exactly.
You know?
And so this is them. They have a pact. They're coming back.
Yeah.
This kind of friendship between kids seems to be something that Stephen King explores a fair amount. And I feel like that movie, Stand By Me, that informed Stranger Things as well.
Right.
Because it has that vibe. So it's kind of like Stranger Things was informed by the original 80s stuff, and since we're more familiar with Stranger Things now,
it just feels like
it feels like Stranger Things, but I feel like they're kind of going back to the 80s influence, which was when the miniseries came out as well, I think.
Yeah, and by the way, you're right. I mean, Stand By Me is Stephen King. It says right here, story and screenplay.
Yeah, because we all know sometimes I get it way wrong.
Right. But I guess, I mean, that's what you said was entirely fair. I guess just for me, like, Stand By Me was so long ago, I was a little kid when that came out, and I remember that as its own thing, but I didn't look at that like the way I look at Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And I was familiar with it. Like, it'd been I was so removed from the miniseries that it was fresh for me.
Yeah. I mean, Tim Curry will always be an extremely terrifying Pennywise to me.
No, I believe you. I think
it's just because I got so messed up.
I think he's a terrifying Pennywise, just as Tim Curry. So he's got a presence about him that's definitely unsettling, and that's what got him so much work for many, 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 many years.
Yeah.
So the most scary role from him that I ever watched was in Home Alone 2.
Oh.
As the hotel manager.
Oh yeah.
It was very unsettling. So, anyway, that's sort of a joke. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Do let us know your feelings in the comments below. Check out ACHARA KIRK. Subscribe. Check her out on the social media. You can check her out right now if you feel like doing that too. But she's on social media, as well as me, the Jabster, on Instagram at Jaby Koay. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon so you get notified every time we drop another video. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, and blogs. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.